are here. We are getting ready to show you how we put on the cap frame in order to do hats on your embroidery machine. So I have a 10 needle embroidery machine, and what I'm doing now is I'm just taking off my long main arm that I do my embroidery on. So here I am just taking it, putting it to the side, and I'm getting ready to put on my hat frame. And here you go. Here goes the hat frame. But now, as you can see, I have to take off those top hooks, those top screws, because if you leave those top screws on, it's going to keep hitting your needle foot. And that way, it's not going to allow you to put it on the machine. So what you want to do is you want to take off those top knobs, those top screws, in order to put your hat frame on your machine. Because once you take those off, you will be able to put those back on. But in order to go through the bobbin head, you have to take those off and put them to the side until you can slide them on the machine. It's really easy to do the hat frame. Doing hats are my favorite because it's so easy doing them. You can use minimal stabilizer. And so here you go. I am sliding it on, adjusting and making sure that everything is in place. Because if it's not in place, it's not going to go at all. And as you can see, it's still sticking out. Look at that sticking out from the bobbin head. So what I'm doing now is I'm adjusting the two under needles, the two under screws, and that's what's going to hold it in place as well. So by the time you finish, you should have 4 screws. Now here I'm just shaking it to make sure that it's stuck on there and that it's placed on good and secure. Because if it's not on there securely, your machine is not going to go. And I'm going to show you how I started just to make sure that everything is on correctly and how it's not going to go if it's not going to work if it's not screwed in right. Okay, so we're going to give it a run and see if it's going to move and if it's on correctly. So here I am. I am going to test out and start the machine. Even though I don't have those top hooks in yet, I'm going to make sure that the bottom is in there correctly. Okay, so now it's time to put in our top screws onto our hat frame. And there you go. You see those top screws that we took off? We're going to put those back in. You're going to put them basically back where they were because we had to take them off in order to get them through the needles, because you see how close it is to those needles. Those screws are basically the same length, so it's not going to go through your machine with those screws in. So again, like I said, this is my favorite, putting on the hat frame. It may seem difficult, but it's really not. Once you start, you're going to love doing hats. And there you have it. Now that the hard part is over, I'm going to actually show you how I put the hat frame on to the actual frame that your hat will go on, so that you can see how easy this actually was to put on the hat frame.